there's no snow here today. Because of that, I'll have to use my imagination to paint the snow scene. No snow? No problem. I'll cover the steps to create this charming Christmas scene from the dreary backyard you just saw. I'm going to use this sword brush and either this Escoda fine liner or this sable brush, but I will only use 2 brushes. I'm going to start a stopwatch to see how long it takes. I've drawn in just a little bit of the scene, and I'm going to start by adding in the tree in the foreground. So if you don't have an Escoda fine liner, which is a very expensive brush, now I think that size 6, runs about $60. This is a good alternative. I've added water to the shadow of the tree to allow me to work wet into wet. Notice how I'm dropping color into the wet pine tree. Using cobalt blue and burnt sienna, I'm making a warm gray to use in the background to indicate distant trees. I added more cobalt blue directly to the warm gray to cool it down. Brushing on clean water at the top of the gray causes the color to fade and suggests tiny branches in the distance. Light blue-gray makes objects appear more distant. To build up the midground, I'm adding shadow green wet into wet. I'm using warm gray next to the garden shed to indicate brush and trees. Shadow green is a gorgeous color, but it can be a little too green, so I like to mix it with other colors. I'm leaving some of the paper white to suggest snow. Now I'm looking for this to start to dry and put in some branches. Just a little wet. That's okay. This has a sharp tip. Alright, it's a little too wet. The dark branches can be helpful too. The background color faded too much, so I'm adding more gray to restore it. Scraping with a sharp point gives fine lines. If the paper is quite wet, it leaves dark lines. If the paper is starting to dry, scraping leaves light lines because it lifts the pigment. It can be tricky to find the right paper moisture to lift the pigment. I'm using cobalt blue and some gray for the sky. I'm brushing in a suggestion of even more distant trees or hills. And if you wanted to come back, you could decorate this tree with some gold circles to make it look like it's been decorated. I have attached the card to cardstock, so I did this on watercolor paper, and the reason I did it is because this paper is actually a little bit better than the Strathmore cardstock, and so I can get better control over the watercolors. So I've simply taped it on with double-sided tape. Now I'm going to embellish a little bit by putting some gold baubles on the Christmas tree. I'm going to start with this very bright 24K Merc Gold. This is a number 6 round. Here's the finished card. I think it looks so cheery with the gold baubles and the gold border. This painting was done in under 15 minutes, perfect for your tight holiday schedule. It's amazing how just 3 colors can make a complete snow scene. I'm sure you can do it too. I'd love to hear in the comments about your snow day memories or your snow painting adventures. If you want to see more watercolor holiday cards, check out this playlist.